No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils, no swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echo shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength and peace, no need to fight. Winners walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night whispers float. In the quiet heartbeats slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils. No swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echo shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength and peace, no need to fight. Winners walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night whispers float. In the quiet heartbeats slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils. No swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease.
Alright. Oh, don't tell me it's being stupid. Can you guys see? Yep. Can you hear me talking? Well, you guys can hear me talking through this. Awesome. Alright, you guys can hear me. Give me one moment. Did that work? No, that did not. Oh, I fucking quit today. Alright. So, give me one moment. I am working through my tech issues. Yes. So, Yes. So, for those of you watching, give me one moment. I am setting... I thought I had everything set up, but apparently I don't. I swear it was working before I hit stream. Like, I was looking at OBS, I could see everything on there, and as soon as I hit stream, it said, no, we've decided otherwise. So, give me just a moment to futz around, and then if it doesn't work, I apologize for the technical difficulties, and we will do a Q&A. We'll talk about what's been going on, how the game works, because I know we got some new listeners. All of that fun shit. Okay, it's not you fucking it up. Yes. I am working on that, and by that I mean Danielle is working on that. There's going to be... Oh, that's fucking stupid. That's why. There was an update. God, fuck my face. 1 minute. Yes, this is a family show. Good morning, everybody. Who likes, Okay.
Barely hear myself.
Alright, 1
Can
minute.
you hear me?
Oh, that was way better.
How's that?
Yes, now I can hear you much better. You
Alright.
could even stand to crank us back a touch because we are slightly louder than you now.
Well, that's okay. No one wants to hear my ass. How's that?
It sounds testing. Check. It sounds perfect.
Awesome. We have made technology.
Foundry is still paused for me. I'm not sure if that's something on my end or...
No, that's me.
Okay.
Danielle, just like with, Justin, if you go to the equipment section of your journal, that binding cord modification we talked about, you have. Fee, your modification is not written down. Just remember that you found the tank that does acid damage rather than
Oh, I remember.
fire. You would remember.
I remember.
So, all right. I apologize for the technical difficulties this morning. Oh God, no.
Oh, it's gone now. Everything's gone now.
Is it back?
It's all gone. There it is.
Back.
It's back.
Okay. Let me know if it goes away. Morning, Belly. How you doing? All right. It's staying. We're good.
It's staying.
We're good.
We're good.
If
We're doing it live.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Oh my God. I fucking quit. All right. So, welcome everybody. This has been 12 minutes of technological bullshit, but good morning. Welcome. It's good to see y'all. Welcome to another episode of The Shattered World, The Desperate Gamble. Our players are, as before, going through the Riverview Mall. And last time, they made it to this store that was kind of phasing in reality. And they started to get attacked. So, did I have you guys? It should still have saved if I did. Yeah, it's not telling me what those rolls were, because I don't have that set up yet. So, go ahead and roll for me. Choose one person as your lookout.
What are we rolling?
What is the roll for it?
So, only one person. This is going to be initiative,
Oh.
and we are doing cinematic initiative. Again, for my new listeners that may not be familiar, rather than other games where initiative is rolled by every person, one person is designated the lookout for each group. So a group of players, a group of enemies. If your players have split the party, which as we all know is the best and most tactful thing to do, tactical, whatever.
Well,
Each group of party members would choose one lookout, etc. And that person rolls initiative. Who would you like to be your initiative? The roll is agility plus perception.
I think Colette should be the lookout.
yeah, my agility and perception is garbage.
Mine's 5 total.
Yep.
All right.
You should be the lookout as far as my character sheet's concerned.
I feel like she would assign herself lookout regardless.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's not 5, so. I think it's
And Fee, so while the one person rolls, so in this case Colette would be the only roller, every other person who has at least rookie rank in perception gives Colette a bonus.
Okay.
So, what is your ranks in perception, Crimson?
My ranks in perception are 3.
3. So you have rookie perception. You give a +1 bonus to Colette. So Colette, you will roll with a +6 bonus, not a +5.
Okay.
Turn on.
I see all.
All right. You guys react pretty quickly. 27. Goddamn. So, you spot. So, as I remember, who was it that was messing with the cages over here, the animal cages?
Crimson.
Crimson.
Yep.
So, you see the tag for it says it's a anaconda from Brazil. Not like somebody not like snakes?
Non-venomous danger noodle.
Yes.
Don't want none.
They're just big. They're just big boas, BB.
Just
They'll
Just-
scrunch you and
No,
eat
they
you
won't.
alive.
No, they won't.
just throw hamburger
they
buns
won't.
at them.
No, just keep your hand up here.
Uh-huh.
They're just
Just
very
keep
long,
your hand by your ear at all time. You'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
very long, very featherless chickens.
Yes. Danger chickens. So, it's okay. There's a song about it. Just throw hamburger buns at them.
I get it. It was funny.
Thank you. I'm not awake yet. My jokes are bad on the best of days.
I don't even know that meme.
Have I ever met you awake?
I don't think so, no. No. Fucking baby got back.
Baby got back.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got
Oh, let's got buns, hon. Oh my god.
buns.
Ellie,
Okay,
yo.
now I'm done. Now I quit.
It's
That's
too
right.
early for that this morning.
It really is. So, the snake surges out, and Fee, Crimson, I want you to do me a favor and make an agility plus evasiveness roll.
Scurry danger noodle.
Scurry
Makes
danger
enough
noodle.
Plus agility.
Agility plus evasiveness, yes.
Why didn't you work?
Did you type the wrong thing? I see a roll from you. 22.
No, it didn't show up on mine.
Yeah, it hasn't shown up on mine either.
You don't see that 22 right there?
Oh, there we
There we
go.
go.
There it is.
I see a 16.
16.
Oh, that too.
Damn.
It's okay.
Dang.
So, as you reach out, right as your hand reaches out, you realize that the cage isn't locked and that the door is literally just sitting there.
Oh, wouldn't matter if it was.
The
I
snake.
watched a danger noodle open a cage door once.
Oh, nice. Yay, danger
It's
noodles.
Terrifying.
So,
Terrifying.
the snake,
It was just hungry.
it's very hungry, slams out, knocks the cage back towards you. You dodge, or not the cage, the door. You dodge it fairly easily, but as the snake surges out, you feel a rush of heat from the snake.
A rush of heat.
Is it a
Heat.
fire-breathing snake?
So, oh wait,
No.
I thought you liked us.
I do
Yeah.
very much.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's why our relationship is so abusive.
It's not abusive if you'd stop being a bitch about it.
He's doing this for our good.
Yes.
Our own good.
This hurts me more than it doesn't. It really doesn't. So,
Gives you pleasure.
hey, don't kink
Wow.
shame.
Just kink asking why.
Because.
What are all those?
So,
Nothing to worry about.
They're
Butterflies
right
and
next to
rainbows.
me in here.
it's not letting me pull it full up. But these, my wonderful friends. Oh, hey, I can do that and rotate it. Good to know. All of you should be able to see that a little better. And by that I mean a little. There we go. Now it's in focus. So, as the snake bursts out, 2 more cages. The doors pop open, and snakes begin streaming out.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
So, Crimson, you will take 1 point of fire damage. As the air around the snake itself seems superheated.
Okay.
We are now going to start. It is player's turn first. So the 3 of you, I'll give you 30 seconds to plan how you're going to do this, and then take your actions, please.
I'm gonna shoot him with acid.
How tall, like how far up can the snakes reach physically?
So the snakes are about 4.5, 5 feet long.
That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, anacondas aren't like they're big snakes as far as snakes go. Yeah, but that was a mutant anaconda. That thing was like
Yeah,
20
that
feet long.
yeah,
that thing ate
was
John
huge.
Voight. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I was-
And Owen Wilson.
I was mostly concerned about if I get up on the counter, can it still get me? And the answer seems to be yes. So
If you're just on like a 5-foot tall table, yes. If you climb up higher, then no.
5-foot tall table, holy shit. Well, Colette's first choice is to get up high
Okay.
and shoot.
Now, I will point out, again, for those that didn't catch last time, this store is currently phasing. When you look at it, it's like looking at one of those old school blue and red 3D images. The blue side, quote unquote, is a pet store, and the red side is a furniture store. So over here where Emor is, yes, he's standing by some pet cages, but the red side is bunk beds and regular beds.
Get up on the bunk bed, Neymar.
So, have you 3 decided what you want to do?
I'm
Did
about
we?
to make some belts.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot it with acid.
All right. So, Super, did you have a chance to read that app you downloaded? That Emor
The app
downloaded.
that I downloaded?
The app that Emor downloaded, the Identa app.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it was probably already on his tablet. It seems like it would be standard issue. This kind of app would be standard issue
Perfect.
for Starlight Networks.
It's like Microsoft Word, where it's like technically it is, but now he's got the paid version or whatever.
Yes. You got a free membership, 1-month membership. Congratulations.
Woo!
Employees have to
I'll
pay for
save
their
my
own
team.
equipment.
Yeah, I did get that, so I can use that really quick.
Yep.
I'm assuming it takes an action.
Yes.
Okay. I get 2 of those. Oh my goodness.
So,
So
if you
I do not have the appropriate knowledge and skill specialties, I don't think.
You do not, so you would need to use the second aspect of it. That version
And
takes
2 actions and you use mental acuity plus technology.
yes.
So both of my actions and then mental acuity plus. So Oh, I rolled the wrong ones. They're supposed to be 2d12s. Whoops. I don't know why I typed 2d6.
Nice. Nope, go ahead and roll correctly.
Sorry.
You're good. Shit happens.
Can you
All
just
right.
There you
roll
go.
2 more d6s?
No. No, he cannot. We are not changing a 2d12 to a 4d6. I'm sorry. Nice try. Nice
But
try.
like you could.
No.
Because you like us so much.
I don't like any of you.
You
You're
have
all
the power.
bastards. I have the power.
Fair.
Power.
There.
Me and Skeletor. So you identify it. The app pulls up the image of it very quickly, like stupidly fast. It is a boitata.
What?
I'm sure I'm pronouncing it horribly.
No points.
Any native Brazilian speakers in here, please feel free to tell me I'm full of shit. It is a fire snake.
Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea then.
Boitata, no boiting.
You just lost 7 stamina. Just no.
Oh, me?
Yes, absolutely not.
I feel like I have more energy for more shenanigans, so
So this is a Dreamwright category adversary. Dreamwright adversaries tend to be very evasive, and they are born from, again, the dreams of those around them. The anaconda image that you see is just an image in the same way that the people were the image for the Obakakazi.
So Colette just sees us?
Or the Casa Obaki. So all of you see the large snakes. You, Crimson, took 1 point of fire damage because it was within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
And every round that you end within 5 feet of one, you're gonna take more damage.
Oh, I'd like to move then.
So, wow, I forgot English. I fucking quit. So, Super, you pull that information up. It has a weakness to cold. It tends to have melee, unarmed, and then natural intimidate abilities. It is an alpha ranked enemy. Again, for my new listeners, adversaries are divided into 4 rough threat force levels. The lowest is alpha, so threat force alpha or T-force alpha. These are basically your cannon fodder for the average enhanced fire team. You don't fight an alpha level threat, you fight like 10 of them. Beta are a little stronger. They are an average fight for 1 fire team member. So if it was Crimson versus a beta level enemy, that would be an even fight roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, 1 Charlie adversary is a match for a 4-person fire team. You can probably take 1 down without any casualties, but don't be surprised if 1 happens, especially if the fight continues for a long period of time. And then Delta category adversaries are basically all hands on deck. If you have to fight 1, make sure you've prepped the battlefield ahead of time, preferably more than one fire team if you can swing it. If you have any resources that can be expended to take it down, now's the time to do it. So, against the these are again alpha ranked adversaries. They are weak to cold damage. They are strong to fire damage.
When you say they're strong to fire damage, that means they can't. They're strong against fire damage.
Yes. So
Okay.
fire is going to do less damage to them.
All right, I have an idea then.
With the so you would know this. I'm going to use game terms, but just the app is saying it in prettier in-universe terms. The Boitata has two abilities. First, it has the minor image that all Dreamwright category characters have, adversaries have. It produces an image around it. This image reduces the damage of the first non-weakness, so in this case non-cold attack against it, by 2 per round. Once the adversary has taken any damage, the illusion ends. It takes 2 actions to reinstate it. Its other action, or its other ability, its schism ability, is called Aura. At the beginning of its turn, it deals 1 fire damage to all targets within 1 square of it. This will include other adversaries unless its other adversaries are also strong against fire damage.
Right. Of course they're strong against fire damage. Of course.
So,
Rick
that
has a question. Are they strong against bullet damage?
so ballistic damage, while the illusion is up, it's not a weakness attack, so it will reduce by 2. But only for the first attack each round. Use that information how you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those monsters are coming, Time. Those monsters are coming.
Come on, Time. Be cool, man.
Don't give away my secrets. We love you,
So
Time.
I've got a cool idea.
What's the idea?
Moving back a few feet and taking out my fire extinguisher.
Mm.
All right.
Cold.
I like that. So, you're going to take 1 action to move back. So go ahead and move.
How far can I move back?
What is your movement speed?
My movement speed is 6.
Awesome. So you can move 6 squares. Now it will make a reactive strike against you.
I'm just gonna move 3
Okay. Make
or
a
4. Sorry.
agility plus evasiveness roll for me.
All right.
As you move back, the thing snaps at you. The other 2, while they are, or what, fucking English. While the other one is in a square adjacent to you technically, it is still climbing out of the cage, so I'm going to rule that it doesn't get its reactive strike against you.
And what that was? What again?
You're rolling
2d12,
2d12, yes.
and it's a. And then, did you say endurance?
Agility plus evasiveness.
That's 2.
Again, for my new listeners, or for the new listeners, all dice rolls in the Shattered World are 2d12. We do no. But excuse me. Sorry, professionalism. We do no other rolls other than 2d12.
I got 22.
You got a 22, and they got shit. They got an 8. So
Ah,
Is that like bad or something?
that's really bad. Give me 30 seconds.
They're used to being the alpha, and they were not expecting you to do anything but cower and get eaten.
Right. So, eight minus 22 is 16? No, that's not right. 14? All right, that is 2 degrees of failure. So, that one took 2 points of stamina damage. It reached out to try and snap at you, only its tail was still like partially wrapped around the cage, and it misjudged its snap and ended up like slamming its head into the ground.
haha, fuck you.
It took 2 stamina damage, and thus this first one has no more image. Too many fucking tabs.
That's me constantly. I think it's the ADHD.
Right? We'll just remember it's this top one. So, that is one action, Crimson. You have what, 2 actions left?
Yes.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna pull out my fire extinguisher.
That's 2 actions. You have 1 left.
And I don't know if it'll go. Do you think it'll go as far as 4 feet to get to effect?
So
Or do I need
make
to move
for
forward a
me.
little more?
We'll say you stopped right here.
Okay.
So you pull it out. Make for me. For this, since you're not. Make for me agility plus athletics. Because this is you aiming, this is. You're not really trying to just like over anger or ferocity it. You're trying to do like precise pull, aim, squeeze, sweep.
I had 13.
Awesome. That is a backup plan. So with this, because of the way it works, it's not something it can really avoid. It's something it would more endure. And it looks like we just lost it real quick. And it's... God, we are having technical issues. Did we just lose it? The image?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, now it's back.
Oh, it's back on my end too.
Okay. So just a heads up, everybody. I know this is... once this fight is done, we're going to be switching to some conversation after the fight, and then we're probably going to call it, so we're probably going to be ending it around 11. With these technical issues, I just don't feel comfortable continuing it longer. I apologize for cutting the stream short, but just giving you a heads up. Hopefully everything fucking fixes itself before then, but I will be trying to go through and figure out what's going on and make sure we're good for next week. So, you got what, a 13 you said, Crimson?
Mm-hmm.
It fails. So, because of the nature of it, you are going to do 3 points of damage. Its aura is temporarily suppressed, and it is nearly dead.
Cool. Nearly dead, but not mostly dead.
Yes. Somebody flamethrower
Just
the
a scratch.
sprinkler system again. I like that idea.
It is a good idea.
Right?
I
So,
didn't even think of that.
one of the, and this isn't against y'all, one of the things to keep in mind, when I go to like conventions and the like and present this game, one of the hardest things for players I found is to remember that this is a modern fantasy game. So many of our games are Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or Legend of the Five Ring, right? Like, we very much fall. Right. We very much fall into that sword and shield and bow and arrow mentality. And even when games introduce firearms, it's in the concept of, okay, I have a musket and it's still a modern, or it's still a fantasy and blah, blah, blah. And we forget about things like security systems, security cameras, automatic door locks, etc.
Right.
I played a character in Starfinder, which is sci-fi, and one of the best moves that I had, my character had basically unlimited mage hand. Basically minor telekinesis. I could lift an item weighing like 5-10 pounds, and I could float it 30-40 feet in front of us. I floated a security camera with my mind near the ceiling and had its feed back to a thing on my wrist, and I was using that to just scout out in relative safety.
Nice.
That's the kind of mindset you should have for a modern fantasy game. This game, so you'll notice, Crimson, you took a point of fire damage.
Yes, I did.
How much stamina do you have total?
Stamina.
Yes. So in the Shattered World,
I have 6.
okay, Crimson is a fairly standard character when it comes to hit points. Stamina represents your ability to take the minor wounds and damage that you would expect to take in combat. Every tactical pause, for my D&D fans, that's a short rest, your stamina completely refills. Once you hit 0 stamina, any extra damage you take goes along this wound track. So if you were at 1 stamina, you take 2 points of damage, you drop to 0 stamina, and your bruised track is filled in. You'll notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is unconscious, 6 is dead.
Interesting.
So another way of looking at it is Crimson has 11 hit points until they're dead.
Okay.
And they just took 1. Incidentally. So, this Boitata is at 1 wound remaining. It is barely alive.
Kill it, Colette! Kill it!
We've got Colette as the only one with actions left. As
Yeah,
an action,
so-
I call the fire department.
Right. I hop up on the little cashier register, whatever thing, so I can shoot over Crimson's head.
All right. So 1 action to
Feel the
hop
wind passed over my hair.
up. You're the wind.
Shoot you in those ugly little bangs. No.
Oh, is that what they're calling Monopoly these days?
Monopoly, Risk, it's all the same.
Right. Candy Crush. Um. Yeah. So I hopped up on that. That was one action. Then I have 2 more actions. I'm gonna shoot the one that has the least life left.
All right, so that's going to be this top one.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make your roll.
Just so you know, I've always had awkward bangs whenever I've worn them.
Oh yeah, mine too.
None of your
It's like-
bangs with me have ever been awkward.
Wait a minute.
But that's my kink.
Oh, that's horrible.
Hey, I thought we weren't kink shaming here.
Kink
Yeah.
asking why.
Just kink asking why.
Do I kill it?
Let's see. It's actually really... No, wait. Oh, you shoot the fuck out of it.
Yay, Colette!
That
Kill
is
the fucker.
2 degrees
That's okay.
of
It didn't need any
success.
fuck anyway.
So it is. We're not even gonna. It's dead.
All right, and then with my last action and my other gun, I'll shoot the one below it.
All right. Remember, you take a -6 penalty to this.
Even though it's a brand new character,
Yes,
creature.
because again, you're rushing the shot.
So it's -6.
6.
Okay, so it's 2.
Roll, bitch, roll.
So it would be if I had 7 originally, it's 1 now, right?
Yep.
That's fine. Doesn't hurt at all.
Jesus. You hit it.
Roll.
So how much damage do you do?
75.
Million.
Nice try.
Can't blame a guy for trying.
I do respect the try. Like, good respect. You failed, but good respect.
Good respect.
Good respect. I am English good.
Much gooder.
Never wrote
Sorry, I'm
down
trying to
your
find my
damage. You're fine. You had 9
pistol.
millimeters, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still learning Foundry. We all are,
Yeah.
and that's where all my information is.
So your 9 millimeters do 3 points of damage.
Cool.
So this top one, you aim and fire, and your bullet tears right through its illusion, dispelling it, and it now looks like the fire snake in the token. It is just completely covered in flame. It has taken 1 point of damage, but its illusion is now broken.
Okay. Does Colette know anything about it with occult focus?
No. Artistry focus is the one that you need because it is a dream right.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Yes.
I know, right?
You have done nothing because I am the DM and I've decided.
That's right.
Wow.
Like all those DM memes I sent you.
Yes.
I am a generous god, but sometimes a cruel one.
Sometimes the world is crueler than even I have control over.
That's right.
Wow, what kind of god are you?
The best.
Clearly not.
Keep talking. You're right next to the enemies.
I was just saying,
Time.
ooh.
Yeah, and they just kill you. You're dead. Rolled new character.
Just like my dad, you're dead. Aww.
They
Okay.
bite out your,
What-
they bite out your insolent tongue.
Okay. What kind of god are you? Well, you're dead.
That's right.
What do you mean? You're dead. Roll a new character.
I'm the god of death, and you can see me. Take all the time you need with that one. So, the start of their turn, their auras activate. Emor, there are 2 of them next to you, so you will take 2 fire damage.
How dare you?
Pretty easily.
He told you.
Actually,
you gotta get out of there.
remind me.
That's okay.
You
Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 hit points, so I'm fine.
You have heavy armor.
I do. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot all about the heavy armor.
As a
Oh,
reminder.
nice.
So, again, for my listeners, armor is divided into 3 categories. There's outfits, which is armor that isn't, right? That's your street clothes, whatever. They don't provide any armor or evasiveness, but they do tend to provide other bonuses. So,
You farm better when you look like a farmer.
right. Light armor, which is what Colette and Crimson are wearing, gives no bonus to armor. Armor in this game is damage reduction. Again, for my D&D, Pathfinder, OGL style experienced players. It gives no armor, but it gives evasiveness. So light armor characters tend to be a lot harder to hit, but when they do get hit, they take ass loads of damage. Heavy armor, such as what Emor is wearing, gives you a penalty to evasion, so you're actually easier to hit, but it gives armor. Armor reduces the damage you take. So, Emor, you feel very uncomfortable, you can feel the heat, but it hasn't done enough damage to you yet, because it is 2 separate sources.
Cool. Oh, we lost your
Oh,
thing on the stream
Fuck
again.
all, give it a minute.
There it goes.
Alright. So, the first
I
one,
hear the geeses.
this top one, after Colette shot at it, its first action is going to be Intimidate. It is going to hiss at Colette. So, Colette, I need you to make for me Resolve plus Empathy.
Why would you use empathy?
When Colette has any empathy.
She doesn't. 0 ranks. What was it? Resolve?
Yep.
Gotta resolve a 2. What the fuck, bud?
What'd you get?
What? Sorry, just complaining about how the DM's gotta nerf me because he knows I'm the most powerful character.
If that's what you need to
Uh-huh.
tell yourself to sleep at night. Oh,
Oh
you
my
got the
God.
dice to prove it.
So much power.
Wow.
So Colette is scared shitless, boys and girls. No,
Does that mean I shoot it harder?
no, it doesn't. So,
Well, that's what my character would do in this situation. It would shoot it harder.
Yeah, actually.
actually, I see faster. Fuck you, Captain America. Anyway,
I already rolled for it myself. I gave myself the high DC.
you can shut your whore mouth. We are done with that. So, I love you very much.
LOL, you mad?
You about to be. So, you have taken Frightened 2. At the end of every turn, conditions drop by 1.
And I shoot
So-
one of my coworkers here.
Yes.
You best
Frightened
not.
2.
I
the
can't help it. I'm
first-
scared.
The first time each turn that you try and target the source of your fear, meaning this top snake, it will cost you 2 extra actions to do so.
Ooh.
Am I afraid of the other snake?
Nope.
Cool. I'll attack that one next time then.
So, it is then going to, with its second action, make an attack against Emor. Emor, roll for me, please. Agility plus evasiveness. And while you're doing that, again for my new players, unlike a game like Dungeons and Dragons where you just evade an infinite number of attacks, you have a max number of evasions per turn equal to your ranks in evasiveness. Emor has 2 ranks in evasiveness, what's known as their aptitude, so they can attempt to dodge twice per turn. Any attack against them after that will be an automatic hit. So, Emor, you got? For a second I saw
21.
the 6. Okay. Yeah, for a second I saw the 6 again, and I'm like, dear God. So, you succeeded in your evasion. They failed without. So, they just failed. The thing snaps at you and misses. You're able to jerk your arm out of the way. It had tried to latch onto your arm. The second snake is going to hiss at you, attempting an intimidate. So again, resolve plus empathy.
Resolve plus empathy. Sorry, I was distracted by my mouthy cat.
You're fine.
Oh, I have a good resolve. Not so good on empathy, though.
That's so surprising to me because you're the team dad.
That makes sense to me. Sad face.
Oh shit. Ouch.
Aww. I just wanted to play catch. You were too busy working. So, 19.
Cats in the cradle.
Silver spoon. So, the thing hisses at you, and you are completely unimpressed.
Wow. That's all you got?
I'll show you what I got. It doesn't say that because, you know, it's a snake. But it hisses that.
Are you going to show me your anaconda?
Yes. So, second attack. Its first attack, your second evade. So go ahead and roll agility plus evasion. God, they are rolling like I fucking roll.
Oh, that one was not a good roll.
All right, so it hits.
It was doubles. I get to roll again, right?
No. Very nice try.
Snake
Very
eyes.
nice attempt.
No, that's not how that.
Ah, boo. So, it bites out at you. Again, it goes for the arm, and it does latch in. So normally, you have 1 armor, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Normally, it would do 2 piercing damage. Your riot gear takes the brunt of the attack, and you can feel its fangs kind of pierce your skin, but it's very easy to tell that the armor stopped most of it, so you take 1 point of damage.
Wow. That's 2 whole points of damage I've taken this round.
Yep.
Or this combat. I'm pretty upset.
I believe it.
Screw you, Emor.
Look,
You would.
Oh, you know it.
Found somebody's dad kink.
You can just
So-
call me Daddy.
Oh, I do.
Dad's
Ew,
horrible.
mom and dad.
No wonder Colette's so angry all the time.
Oh my god.
She's just a mean old lady without a daddy.
I'll be your daddy.
Basically. No, you won't. She will be yours.
I'm okay with that. So that is the end of the round. Top of the order, players.
Can I go first? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use both of my actions to digitally flamethrower the sprinkler systems
Perfect.
with my
Awesome.
tablet after
So
having hacked into the security system last time.
Blame
you
it with your
will
mind.
be able to do that with one action.
Okay.
And since you've already gotten in, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You've already got full control. We established that. The sprinklers turn on, everybody.
Flamethrower engaged.
Yes.
I
So-
watch with grim delight as the one snake that I'm afraid of perishes, I guess.
So they will be taking 2 damage at the start of their turn. That is not enough to kill them yet,
Oh.
but
Yeah, it is.
so you have one action left, Emor, Colette, and Crimson. You both have your full 3.
I'm going to use my second action to draw my Maglite War Club.
Awesome.
Oh.
I'm going to play with the button really quick, make sure it still works.
Perfect.
Click,
It
click,
does.
Click,
Gotta click it twice.
Gotta
What
make
are
sure,
these,
Boomer.
tongs?
click, click.
About to
Ah.
do some barbecuing.
So,
Is it on?
Colette and Crimson, what are you two doing?
What, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at the snake that I'm not afraid of, apparently. Because
Okay.
I can actually do that more than once.
All right, first action, shoot.
Shooting once. And then you said the second one is reduced by 6?
Jesus. So, not only do you hit, you get 2 degrees of success
Proving.
on that hit. So this one just took 3 points of damage. Its stamina is gone.
Okay.
And you said you're just going to make a second attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do it. And it's a -6 penalty, so +1.
Ooh.
And then it dies, right?
No, your second attack barely misses.
Oh, we're in an ad.
Oh.
Wow.
Can they hear us when the ads going on, or?
No.
No.
Ass fuck shit damn.
Cocksucker.
See you.
I mean, it'll
next
still be on the
Tuesday.
VOD, though.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I mean, not like I haven't been saying any of that the rest of the time.
The corporate overlords are always listening.
Yes,
We
they are.
hear.
Man, I really love Johnson and Johnson.
It is my favorite. I love baby powder.
What?
Meet me at the Carl Jr. / Hardee's.
Please don't
You
demonetize
can.
me.
Oh, shoot, took off, bitch. You ain't got enough bullets.
I'm cutting cheese for a dinner party, and every time I get near the cat, he like noses my elbow in the same spot, so it's just like a wet spot on my elbow.
Oh no. He wants the cheese.
Yeah, he wants pettings. But I can't do it because my hands are sanitary.
7.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, Happy New Year!
Yeah.
What?
All right.
And we're back.
Ad break ends in 1 minute on my end.
Oh. They don't want you to be there any longer.
Yes. Waiting on the ads. Sitting on the dock of the bay. I don't
Beautiful.
think I can sing anymore before I get a
I
copyright
love
strike.
that, like, you don't think that you can sing, and yet all you do is sing on these streams.
Yes.
Same thing with Sunny.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I'm a terrible singer. And they're like, and I.
Hey, I said from the beginning, I know I'm a horrible singer, and you're choosing to be here. That's your mistake.
It's not for the singing, that's for sure.
Hello.
Wow.
I'm okay with that as long as you're here. I've got your money. Fuck you.
Wow.
Mask off. So, my community is back. Yay! I forgot what the fuck I was doing. So,
We were killing snakes.
yes.
Oh, I killed both snakes, and
Nice try.
they each had $1,000 inside of their stomachs.
Nice try.
Okay.
So, your second shot missed.
Mm.
Your first shot hit. You have one action left, and then Colette has their actions.
You mean,
Or then
mean,
Crimson
yeah.
has their actions.
So if I shoot again and it's a -6, it would be like a negative, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's at the other snake. Well, the other snake would be.
Don't try to help them, Time. It won't work out well for you.
What are these gray boxes at the bottom?
I just tried to fucking... These?
Yeah, I want to know which of these things I can hop on.
So the gray ones are just beds. King and queen size.
Cool.
These two are, bunk beds.
Mm-hmm.
The one against the corner is just a standard bunk bed, whereas this one that I'm pinging is one of the corner bunk beds.
Right. Okay. So she's gonna do a graceful run and leap onto this bed and use it as a springboard to pirouette in the air to get onto this lower bunk bed here.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour, bitch.
So go ahead and make an agility plus athletics check.
Let me just look up my stuff because I don't have a macro for that apparently. Agility plus athletics, 6 total.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I told you that's
Alright.
what I'm going to do.
So yeah, you get up there just effortlessly. You springboard off the one bed and do like a triple axle backflip bullshit.
My father still wouldn't be proud.
No, he won it. Boromir would have done 4 of them.
oh my god.
So, that is your turn. Crimson.
I am going to move over here. And I'm going to use my fire extinguisher to shoot them both.
Alright, so go ahead and make the check for me. We said that was agility plus athletics. You are pull, aim, squeeze, sweeping. I was not in charge of fire safety at my old job, or jobs, ever, I promise.
What's funny is I grew up with a fire extinguisher outside my bedroom.
Come on.
Nice.
Ah.
Alright, so You may still be okay because this is a low roll for him. Alright, so the one right in front of you will take a single point of damage as you suppress it some more. And then at the start of their turns, or I'm sorry, you have 2 actions left.
I'm gonna hit it again with my flamethrower.
You have one more action. You moved
I'm gonna hit
and
the
then you...
flamethrower again. Not the flamethrower, the fire extinguisher.
So used to that flamethrower. Alright. So this we will count as an attack because you are aiming to do damage. So, -6 penalty. So rather than a +4, you would have a -2. Roll your 2d12 -2, please.
So that would be a 2. Right?
It'd be a -2. Because your bonus was +4, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
you're
do I just put +4 in here and then take off 2?
No, you would roll 2d12 -2.
-2. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
How do you roll a 0?
You've got to be kidding
I
We
don't
love
think I've ever seen anybody get a 0 before.
Critical failure.
me. Oh my god.
We love you, Fee. So, you have already sprayed the shit out of these things in the floor, and as you go for one more spray, you slip. And you are going to be landing prone. You smack your head and take 2 points of damage.
Oh god. Okay.
Hey,
That's
minion.
terrifying.
0 is possible, yes. Hey, minion, welcome to the chat. So I'm Alan. I am Mr. Bites. This is the game I'm developing. Our playtesters are Super playing Emu Are Dead Now. We have Fee playing from Looking Glass Tarot playing Crimson Clover, and Danielle playing Colette. That really is.
I can't believe I rolled a 0.
Wow.
So,
I just,
always remember, sometimes it's not best to just keep attacking.
Is that
Fair
a lesson
enough.
you're trying to teach us?
I don't know if I was trying to teach it to you, but you fucking learned it.
Yep. Yep, I did.
So-
I did.
Reminds me of like working with an old school guy, father figure, and you like hit your head or something, and it's like, hurts, don't it? You're not gonna do that again.
Not gonna do that again, are you? No.
Got it.
Yes. Alright, so it is now the start of their turn. They immediately take damage from the fire suppression system. The one snake dies. And this last fire snake is on its last legs. You honestly don't know how it's still moving. And it is going to attempt to flee. So, Emor, go ahead and make your reactive strike against it. It is ferocity
Attack of
plus
opportunity.
melee.
for our D&D
Yes.
lovers.
D&D tolerators.
Ferocity plus melee.
Ferocity plus melee. That is correct.
That is hopefully. Oh, wait, there should be a 1 on there too. 24.
Wow.
Yeah, it's dead. You club it to death with your fucking mag light.
Right on, man.
Super Minion asked you a question. And yes, we do. Basically, just don't treat other people like shit.
Yeah,
Unless
Minion's
you're
never been like that.
yeah.
I love having Minion in my chat.
Don't be a dick. That like, there's a difference between a dick and an asshole. We're all assholes. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, about 3 inches.
Yeah. So, at this point, combat is over. As I mentioned earlier, because of the technical issues I'm having on my end, I'm going to be working on them later, but we are going to end combat there. At this point, I know we've got a couple new players. New England. I'm done. I quit. We're all going home. Fuck all of y'all. So,
It's okay, Bitey. Words be hard sometimes.
right. I am a professional. That is the important thing to take from here.
It are hard make English go.
English sucks, dude. Like, English
That's
is...
because it's not a language.
It's not.
Multiple languages in a trench coat.
Yeah, and they mug other languages for spare grammar.
Because being mean to you time is how I get my language back. It's like how Stella got her groove back, only with less cheating. Words are very hard. I can understand, like, if I spoke 17 languages and I sucked at all of them, I wouldn't be so hard on myself, but I only know the one.
That's okay.
What
I
the
have a whole
fuck?
Dyslexicon.
Dyslexicon, yeah. Yeah, like Muffin Duffin.
Well, I'm a
Yeah,
fucking
Muffin
Decepticon too. No, joking aside.
Autobots, roll out.
That's right.
Let them come.
Right. Like, for a while I lived in Okinawa, and we had a voluntold opportunity where we worked with one of the local elementary schools, and there were little fucking third graders in there that were trilingual. And I remember I went up to one, and my accent is all kinds of fucked up. I'm from upstate New York, which is North Pennsylvania. I lived in the South. I lived all over, so I've picked up little bits and phrases from all over. And sometimes, some words, you can tell that I'm from the New York area. And I was talking to these kids, explaining English to them, and I slipped and I said, "Here." And this little Okinawan kid corrects my pronunciation of my language. No, it's here. It's here. Say it like, and like grabs my face. Here. I'm like, you gonna learn what happened last time, man. Right. Like, I'm bad at words. It just is what it is. But to get back on topic,
It's all on topic.
it's all on. There is no topic, only Zool. I mean, it probably is.
I'm the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper?
So my name's Alan.
Hey, you know, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Alan.
Uh-oh.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. That guy was the gatekeeper, but he was constantly locked out of his apartment.
Mhm.
All the time.
He
Every
achieves
single
dreams.
Yep. It's the same principle as to why last Halloween, or 2 Halloweens ago now, I dressed up as Reed Richards. Because, like Reed Richards, I am often described as intelligent, but when there's a beautiful woman involved, I'm a fucking idiot. We've all seen that movie. You know what? It was Japan. Like, I just assume they're... Only then, yes. Only then. That means I find you beautiful, time. How you doing? But, joking aside, The Shattered World. So my name's Alan. I own Mr. Bitey's. This is our premier game. This is the Shattered World. This is a modern fantasy tabletop RPG that I'm designing. We are hoping to have it launched this upcoming spring/summer. This is one of my playtest groups. This is my primary playtest group. They've been involved damn near since the beginning. And they've been helping me make sure that this is a quality product to sell to everybody. We've got Super playing E More Dead Now. Danielle, Mad Scientist, is playing Colette de Laurent.
Colette Dubois de Laurent.
Yeah, it's like an 18-mile long French name.
Sounds like
Fucking
a
French
stat
people.
thing, you know, like something.
Yes,
that-
exactly.
I
Scott's
definitely,
last name.
I definitely took inspiration from a little bit of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, and Minion, all credit to them, blame to me. That's absolutely correct, except when I'm being a dick, because then fuck them, it's my game, so all credit to me.
I am God.
I am God.
I actually drew the logo, so like.
I love the logo. We're
I'm working on a update. Yeah.
Yes. Danielle is working on an update, and eventually I'm going to have it to where I'm going to have, instead of the Mr. Bitey Presents in the lower right, it's going to be a little moving, talking avatar of me, as Mr. Bitey the dinosaur.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you're gonna be a VTuber.
Yes. Because, again, nobody fucking wants to see me. I don't want to see me. Fuck.
I like to see you.
Hard to see. I like see you too.
I like to see you too, Alan.
No
Very
one like-
attractive.
No one likes to see me. That's why God invented doggy style.
Oh my
Oh
god.
wow!
So,
Just like the good Lord intended.
just like the good Lord intended.
I save my deep eye contact for the Lord.
That's right. Stare into Jesus' eyes, not that wanton whore. So, we also have as our third and final player, Fee, playing Crimson Clover. They are also Looking Glass Tarot on Facebook. So, absolutely check them out. Right, exactly. Missionary is for the Lord.
Why they call it missionary.
That's right.
Oh my god.
We have
They
to talk
also
about this
say
stuff
that.
at Sunday.
Right.
I know, right?
This is my version of church. Take me to church.
Jinx. You can't talk for the rest of the night.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So, again, for my new listeners, this is a 2d12 classless system. So, I am not going to sing this explanation. I can barely fucking speak it. So, all dice rolls are handled the exact same. Whether you are trying to shoot an enemy, talk somebody down, parkour, ninja run off a wall, whatever, it's 2d12 plus your attribute plus a skill plus any other miscellaneous bonuses. There are no classes, as I said. So unlike a D&D where I'm a level 1 fighter, multi-classed into wizard, whatever, that doesn't happen in this game. You put your points directly into your skills. If you want to be the big dumb fighter archetype, you take away points from mental acuity, your intelligence, you put points into big stick bashing, and you call it good. If you've
Usually
been
I'm
playing...
the one with the club.
Right? Yes, mommy. So, if you decide you've been playing your character for a little bit and you really like the idea of this type of magic, put your points into a cult, pick up the appropriate skills, and you're good. Will you be as good as the full-blown caster? No, of course not. But you'll also be better at melee than they will be, so it's a trade-off. The premise of the Shattered World, setting-wise, lore-wise, this is a world where magic has always existed. More to the point, Magic has always been known to exist. It is not a hidden magic world like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Dresden Files. It's more akin to something like Avatar The Last Airbender, where the practitioners are known.
I've never seen Avatar.
So honestly, I've only seen bits and pieces of it for as much as I've lately started to use it in explanations. So that is a very good question, Minion. I'm trying to think how to phrase it. My goal is to, yes, there are options and bonuses for method acting and role playing. That being said, you can't build a house on a foundation of sand. There are absolutely hard crunch rules, and then you can also do this. My goal was from the beginning to have the foundation in place. One of the things I absolutely hate about certain very popular modern tabletop RPGs is they leave a lot of the little things and a lot of the major things to the DM that they shouldn't. How much does this item cost? It's a rare item. Okay. Fucking how much does it cost? You can set a price between 500 and 1,000 gold. Okay. How much does it fucking cost? Just set a price. That shouldn't happen. In my opinion. Why am I giving you $60 for a book when the book is 90%? Figure it out, dude. You got this. Fuck you, I've got my $60 back is what I've got. Does that answer your question? Yes, there are options for... Oh, go ahead, Justin.
I'd like to add, too, that the system is like super flexible as to what attributes and skills you might use, too.
Yes. So... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like let's say I'm trying to track down something somewhere. I can use, ferocity and athletics to kick down doors and to search rooms and stuff like that. Or I can make the argument that that I can use my mental plus technology to scan the security cameras, or if I'm chasing down an opponent, I might use ferocity and athletics to just bust through walls, or I might use ferocity and what's the other one? The one that lets you like hop over stuff.
Agility.
Agility. That's the one. That doesn't seem to be on my thing, but
so the example I always give is in the old Casino Royale movie with Daniel Craig. There's a scene at the beginning where James Bond, Daniel Craig, is chasing down a bomb maker through a construction site. And the bomb maker is ninja parkour running, and he's springboarding off walls, and he's jumping through narrow windows, and it's very deftly maneuvering through this landscape. And he's very clearly using agility plus athletics to go through. Daniel Craig's James Bond, meanwhile, is slamming through doors and hurling himself off ledges and slamming his side and catching himself on a crane and yanking himself up through main strength. And he is clearly using ferocity plus athletics and taking some stamina damage. So if I, as the narrator being the game master role, if I, as narrator, say, okay, Super, you want to get through this area, make for me an agility plus athletics roll, and Super comes back, look, right now, Emor is pissed, he is not really thinking, he is just plowing, he's shouting in rage, and he's just fucking going, and if something's in his way, he's just gonna run through it. Awesome. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna make an athletic or ferocity plus athletics check, but every check you make, you're gonna take 1 stamina damage if you succeed, and less is fail. Yeah, I'm sorry. I always forget about the older Casino Royale movie. I shouldn't, but I do. Yes. The newer Daniel Craig Casino Royale movie. Thank you. But does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
I still want to kill it with fire.
You always do.
Well,
So,
yeah, or beat it with a club. So that's why I was like, ooh, Eeyore's like, he's taking a book out of my note. A book out of my note.
yes.
A note out of my book.
So we do have, give me 1 second and I will link it. A YouTube channel. The, God, I forgot English. Again, that kind of day. So Twitch only keeps our shit up for so long. That being said, if you go to YouTube, specifically Mr. Bitey's Games and Hobbies, there is a link. That is where all of our old videos are. I'm going to be redoing some, but we also have lore explanation, setting explanation, mechanics explanation, character build, etc. I will be redoing those with the updated sheets for people to watch so they can see. And then during these playtests, one of the reasons why they take so long is because, as you saw, I'm pausing, okay, here is what Super is doing, here's how it works mechanically, blah, blah, blah. Going back, where was I before I got on this tangent? Setting. So, in the Shattered World, magic has always existed. It's always been known to exist. So, everybody in the world has magic. That being said, for 99% of people, I have magic translates to I have magic. If I break my ankle, it heals in 5 weeks instead of 6. Or I have magic. I can lift my cell phone up with my mind slowly from about 10 feet away. Right? Very minor cantrip, prestidigitation level stuff. That's most people. Magic is also very bloodline based. If you want to know Fireball, you better be part of the Fire family. If you want to know how to turn into a werewolf, you better be part of the werewolf turning into family. Again, magic in this world, think more sorcerer from D&D or Avatar: The Last Airbender rather than wizard, right? You can't just pick up a book and learn how to turn into a werewolf.
But why?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Oh, well, fuck you too.
Later. Joking aside, 5 years ago, an event happened where a tear, a rip in reality happened. This led to the Night of Screams. So these tears have 2 major functions in game. Number 1, when a tear is found, it can be stabilized and you can go through it. This leads to a pocket dimension. These pocket dimensions can be anything. It could open to a vast, idyllic Lord of the Rings style forest. It could open to a ruined city with architecture that does not seem to fit human minds. It could open to the cold vacuum of space. Don't go through that one, it's bad.
Oh, it sounds fun though.
It does.
I'm sure it would instantly chill your champagne.
Ooh, yeah.
So, a
Not
little
much
of
champagne.
both. You must have the bloodline to cast Fireball. That being said, there are. So, like, this family is. Like, Crimson Clover. Their family is all about fire magic. There are other minor families that have some fire magic, maybe not as powerful as Crimson's family. And if they start trying to do techniques that Crimson's family has decided that that is their sole proprietorship, shit may go down. But no, predominantly, you need the bloodline to cast Fireball. That is hard and fast.
Magic is treated a lot like a business in this game.
Yes.
So there are a bunch of like really powerful families, and maybe a bunch of like really powerful families, corporations, and maybe some other smaller corporations open up and have even better products. But that bigger corporation is going to just eat that little corporation in some way or another, and
Yes.
make sure that they can consolidate the power for themselves.
Yes. So I'm going to throw out some names here. I don't know how into tabletop RPGs you or any of our other listeners are into, but a good explanation for the Shattered World, picture the heavy crunch of a OGL style game, the street level and grim aesthetics of a World of Darkness style game, so a Vampire the Masquerade or Werewolf the Apocalypse, the aesthetic of a Cyberpunk or Shadowrun, combined with a little bit of Rifts and SimCity, because I like to be complicated. So, I spent a lot of time talking about the different magic. Here is the kicker. The tears, you can go through them. Again, there's resources, there's land, there's a new start, etc. Yay, Gold Rush. Here's the other thing the tears do, and this has thrown the social fabric of the Shattered World into upheaval. You know how when you get sick, right? You catch the flu, right? The common cold, whatever. You are contagious a day or two before you show symptoms. The tears work the same way. The tears give off a poorly understood version of radiation. Now keep in mind, tears in this world just started appearing 5 years ago. They're still trying to figure this shit out. But these tears give off a radiation. If you are exposed to a tear, you can, it's not guaranteed, but you can become enhanced. Enhanced are player characters. All player characters are enhanced. Becoming enhanced does two things. Number one, it gives you access to new abilities and new powers that are not bloodline based. The quote-unquote spells that the enhanced gain access to are called destiny abilities, and they are grouped around the tarot. There are, at launch, the game will have 12 destinies, 12 tarot. Each destiny will have 12 destiny abilities. So you start, when you make your character, you pick one destiny. So you pick the Strength Destiny or the Tower Destiny. And then whenever you have the XP, you can either buy new Destiny abilities in that Destiny or other Destiny abilities. Here's the other thing it does. You could have been this reality's version of Gandalf and Harry Dresden and Voldemort and the Iron Druid and blah blah blah, right? Like this version's shit hot spellcaster. You became an enhanced. I'm sorry, you're a level 1 peasant now, deal with it. You are cut off from magic as it is understood by this reality. You can still use items that have a magical source, because in this world, there is no difference between magic and technology. You can't buy a toaster that doesn't have at least a little bit of arcane power powering it. But you, as the enhanced, cannot power that toaster.
Like Crimson.
Right. Crimson comes from the Fireball family. Crimson can no longer cast fireballs, so they have a flamethrower. If you can't do your own fireballs, store-bought is okay. But that leads to a lot of social upheaval because these tears are not always huge, grandiose things. A tear could open that's the size of a golf ball, be there for 20 minutes, and close. Now, imagine you are...
Dragons.
Right. Supernatural creatures do exist. Fantasy races do not exist at this time. They will not be in core. So no, you can't play an elf or a dwarf, you have to be a human. That is something that will change in later books, and I'll talk more about that at a later date. But say you were like your family's heir apparent, right? Like you're the super transmutation family, you're the heir apparent, you guys. So yes and no. There are going to be rules for prosthetics.
I think we just lost Buddy.
Say it again?
I think we just lost Buddy.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, my bad.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, you're fine. You just trailed
Yep.
off.
Okay. Cool. So, we do have rules for, No, that's accurate. Always tell your truth, even if it leads to a horrible, gruesome end. But we do have rules for prosthetics, a couple different levels. These will be expanded in future books. So, can you be like Cyborg from DC? No. But you can absolutely... Okay, I'm a human, but the right side of my body was whatever, something, fireball accident, and now it's replaced with metal and prosthetic. Yes, there are rules for that, absolutely.
So, like, you can be, like, Will Smith's character from, like, iRobot or RoboCop.
Yes.
Yes to both or yes to one?
I don't remember Will Smith's character from iRobot that well.
He had a cybernetic arm.
Okay. Yeah, so you can have... There is no cap on the amount of prosthetics you can have at this time. So technically, yes, you can be RoboCop.
Right on.
Again, I'm still fine-tuning everything, but yes.
That's dope.
It hadn't actually occurred to me that somebody would just replace their whole fucking body with prosthetics, but
Hey,
that's
some
cool.
people
That's what.
might.
That's
ship
why
of
we
Theseus, though.
playtest.
That's interesting.
There is no ship of Theseus. I ate it. Every fucking plank. It's all in my stomach. So, when, so to backtrack, when you become an enhanced, you are cut off from magic as it is understood. It does not matter if you were, like some random kid on the street with no magic to speak of anyway, or if you were the heir apparent of a major capital F family. You're enhanced now, I'm sorry. That led to a lot of fear, a lot of social upheaval, because, again, the best example for the world that I can give is think Cold War. Right? There is no open combat right now. The Dubois family isn't openly marching to battle against the Clover family. But sometimes business resources that the Dubois family has invested in just happen to go bad in a way that favor the Clover family. And sometimes a trusted lieutenant of the Clover family just happens to go swimming with cement shoes, allowing the Dubois family to make a very timely purchase of resource, right? Like, a lot of the world is that kind of thing. With these tears opening, a lot of rumors happened. Oh my god, what if, like, I heard a rumor that this family figured out how to open tears, and now they're using that to strip other families of power.
That was a good idea. I should have gone with that.
Right? There's a lot of, hey, a tear opened and then closed, and people are afraid. Yes. So that's one of the things that's very important. When the game launches, there are going to be 3 modes. This will answer your question, I promise. I have a very roundabout way of doing it. But when the game launches, there's going to be 3 modes. Mode 1 is Tactics mode, and that's, if you've played any type of tabletop RPG, that's the mode you're thinking of. That is combat, that is vehicle combat, that is where you slay the princess and save the dragon, right? Like, that's your normal D&D, Vampire the Masquerade shit. If you go through a tear, there are no GPS satellites in the pocket dimension. There are no almanacs. There are no road maps. If you want to know where something is, you have to find it. That leads to mode 2, which is navigation mode. Mode 3, stratagem mode, is basically downtime mode. It's also settlement building. So when you go through a tear, you can found a town or city. And people that want to risk going through a tear, losing whatever magic they may or may not have, will take that risk. Now, what if, in your example, is there a known cast of mercenaries specific for that purpose?
That would be me, wouldn't it?
So, there are national militaries exist, but they're much closer to a guild system. Right? I can't train someone to throw fireballs. I can train someone to use an M16. But I can't train someone to create water. I can't train someone to be a fireball artillery specialist. I can't train someone to be a nuke.
That's why Crimson went into the military.
Right. So while governments will have militaries. They're much smaller than what you or I in our world would consider a military, and a lot of private military companies. For most countries, 30 to 50% of their military is, we're contracting with the Dubois family, we're contracting with the Dead Now family, whatever, with the Clover family. And they are providing our fire support, they are providing our long-range communication, whatever. Say you're playing a game, and your game is, my players don't want to go through these tears. They view them as an existential threat. And their goal is to close every tear they can find. And in return, one of my organizations is going to gift them some land to manage in the Falkland Islands or wherever, and that's going to be their home base. And their job is to go out and close every tear they can find before it starts infecting people. You can absolutely play that game. The rules support it. If you want to play a game where you're all part of the same organization and you're all going through these tears, stabilizing them, and you're just focused on this one huge tear in this huge pocket dimension, and you want to play entirely in there, awesome. The rules support that. Does that answer your question, Minion? Awesome. Any other questions? Keep them coming. We got about 10 minutes left. I know I said we were going to end early, but with the talking part, y'all can hear me, so fuck it, we're going to keep talking. Do you have any questions for any of the players? Don't let me just monopolize the time, because I fucking will.
Yes, that's just the questions. I promise I'll answer them in a Rhode Island accent. Least favorite part of the game?
They love all of it. They have no least favorite part. I am telling them specifically. So,
actually, I really don't have any least favorite parts. I actually really like the whole game.
Yeah, my only thing, I guess, and it's not even really a thing, it's trying to play Foundry, like we're learning it, and so like I feel like every time I have to make a roll, I'm like, okay, searching for 10 minutes for something that I should already friggin' know. But it's not anything to do with the game.
That's why I have a paper next to me.
Mm.
Go ahead, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine. That was basically my thought.
So mechanically speaking, I don't disagree with the multi-attack penalty, but I think it's massive. I think it's too much. I'd have to say that's probably my least favorite thing mechanically. As far as the story of the game goes, I think it's really well thought out and put together, and I think the mechanics fit it. And I'm excited to see the Adversaries Handbook when that gets released, so that, like, because it'll give you instructions on how to turn anything into an adversary. From the Abominable Snowman to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It'll let you turn anything into an adversary. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yes, so all of the adversaries being this game's version. All of the adversaries that this game has all come from real-world myths and real-world mythology. And yes, Minion, that is one of the things that I'm aiming to avoid. So prior to starting designing the Shattered World, I used to actually teach tabletop RPGs at my local game store. My goal, I started from the very beginning, make this easy enough for new players to understand and smooth enough for new players to play without, or while still providing enough mechanics to make you want to come back 2, 3, 5, 10 years later and try new shit. Yes, absolutely. So a separate source page. Let me think about how to answer this. Yes, there will be a source page like, hey, I went to the Haudenosaunee, the Iroquois National Museum, and talked to several guides there, and that's where I came up with the information for this adversary, and this adversary. Yes, there will be a source page like that, and then every adversary will have on the actual page of the adversary, this adversary comes from Brazilian mythology. This comes from Haudenosaunee mythology. This comes from
Greek
Slavic mythology, Greek mythology, etc. The reason why the game is called The Shattered World is because I wanted to avoid that trope of aliens are invading the world, and by that I mean New York City. Right? I wanted to avoid that. Our goal is the world outside your door, wherever that door is. So if I want to run a game in fucking Indianapolis or Beijing or New Zealand or wherever, there's the rules to support it. There's adversaries that make sense from that location, etc. Alright, so it looks like ads are going to start in 5 minutes, so rather than subjecting you to that once again, we are actually going to call it here, unless you have any other questions. We also have Facebook.
And this
Oh,
this
that's not
stream
right.
happens every Sunday
Yes.
at 10 a.m. Whatever Easter time.
Those are excellent questions, Bitey.
Yes. This stream happens every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I am also on here Mondays at 8:30 p.m. where I do design work. Doing the maps, figuring out shit, and you can watch and point and laugh. And then I do what we call Bitey's Breaks, and that's where I play other games, right now Cyberpunk 2077, and discuss game design, how the game relates to whatever, etc., etc. And those are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
You have one more question, Alan.
Actually,
Did I
there's two there.
miss it? Do you have a fact/source checker for your history and mythology, and will they get credit? So at the moment, no, I do not have an independent fact checker. I am reaching out to as many primary and close to primary sources as I can. I will have all of that listed. Unfortunately, this is a one-person operation. Not to discredit my playtesters, but I am Mr. Bitey's. This is me. Yeah. In the future...
And,
oh, go ahead.
sorry. I was just going to say, we are also looking for artists for the rule books and all that stuff.
Yes.
Which is difficult when it's just, one guy with no funds.
Right.
People tend to want to be paid ahead of time, and it's kind of hard to do that.
Yes.
Without the product to sell.
Yes. I work paycheck to paycheck in my real world job. Yes. We are doing everything we can. I am reaching out to editors on a one-time deal. And then in the future, when the game starts selling and I have the funds, a permanent, in my ideal world, where money is not an object, my team would consist of me, an actual game designer who's not full of shit, a full-time, at least one full-time artist hired specifically for the Shattered World, and 1 to 2 full-time historian and fact checker to make sure that the cultural aspects I'm using are being used correctly. Yes, there is a lot of changes to the game world because of its very nature. Again, it's modern fantasy, so it's not going to be an exact one-to-one, but there is a difference between character and caricature, and we're very much aiming for the former and not the latter, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yes, we have 1 minute left, so I'm going to let you all go now. Again, any other questions, feel free to ask on another stream. Visit our Facebook. If you guys want to do your outros, I'm Alan from Mr. Bitey's. It was great seeing y'all.
And I am Danielle playing Colette.
I'm Fee playing Crimson.
And this has been Super Destructo, playing Am You're Dead Now.
All right, y'all take care. Be safe.
See ya.
Bye. Enjoy your Sunday.
Later.